Yo, YouTubers, put me smiley YouTube face on. It's Friday night, you know what that means. You can see what's going on there. I'm watching the pub, we're at the pub. Since all this pandemonic, this you know, I don't go to the pub regular anyway. I only go to watch football matches, and every now and then I go to a rock pub, you know, to see live bands and that kind of thing, like, you know what I mean? I don't really rely on other people. I'm a bit of a loner, do you get me? Like, I don't rely on people anymore, me. Anyway, I've got a review for you tonight, and it's a special review, right? I hate the word special because it's got CIA in the middle of it, like, you know what I mean? But this is a bit of a special review, like. I should have put my Liverpool shirt on, shouldn't I? Yeah, we're going old school. It's been a long time since I drank this. Back in the day when it was like 9% or 10%, if I remember, I can't remember, like, but yeah. You were riding through the danger zone. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's Carlsberg Special Brew. But I don't like that word, see why? See where it's got CIA in the middle of it, like, I don't like them, like. I don't like the word special, I like sacred, you know what I mean? That's my word, like. But anyway, you can't mistake this, can you? The Carlsberg Special Brew, right? Now, I used to drink these when I was younger, you know, when I was a whippersnapper, a teenager, whatever. If I ever tried this, I'd be like, it's just vile, right? Because I had a sweet tooth. And then as time passed by, as I became a matured, you know, I'm 56 now, you know what I mean? I'm not a little boy or anything, I'm a man, you know what I mean? Don't need to be mothered or told what to do, you know what I mean? But I'm an adult, like, but over the years, the past few years, like, I started getting, well, you used to drink this in a can. And I don't mean the speedhead thing, you know, amphetamine addicts and all that, they're onto this thing where they have a can of this after a night of speeding all night on that stupid, irritating, shitty amphetamine stuff. I mean, like, just drinking beer, you know what I mean, lads, in a normal world, like, as you do, like, you know. But you used to drink cans of this, like, and it's sort you out, you just get, like, boom, 10% or whatever it was. And I'd drink like 4 of these, you know, 4 cans of it. I don't mean one after the other, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't do the challenge, like, just drink it, you know, timely and that, and whew, it would knock me out, mate, and give me warning signs sometimes, you know what I mean? But anyway, over the years, this is in a bottle, it's not in a can, and I've just seen it in Home Bargain, you know what I mean, on the shelf and that, like, and I thought, just for old time's sake, because I haven't drank it for, I've lost count for how many years ago it was when I last tried it, like 2, 3, 4 years ago maybe, I'm not sure. Because it's, you know, it's kind of a dangerous drink really, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, the point I'm making is, they've lowered the percentage to 7%. Which is strange. Oh, sorry, 7.5%. And it's only little bottles, so it's not like drinking the full cans, is it, you know what I mean? I used to drink 4 of them and I'd be wellied, you know, maybe like, whoa, I can't go any further than that. So anyway, see if there's any information on the tin. Hold on, my magnifying glasses over there, like, hold on folks. Hold on there. Hold on there, bald eagle. You wouldn't fire a man before his Texan bar, would you? Alright. Yeah, so this is just for old time's sake, so like I say, I hate that word now. You see, CIA. You know what I mean? Bane of my life, then what? Well anyway, let's see what it says. A special brew. Created to celebrate Sir Winston Churchill's visit to our brewery in 1950. Didn't know that. Did you know that? Carlsberg Special Brew is a full-bodied, strong lager with a rich malty flavour and a subtle hint of cognac. Danish strong lager brewed in the UK using a Danish recipe. I've got Danish blood. And yeast. Best served shared. Well, I agree with that, you know. If I was expecting that to say chilled, shared, but I'm a loner, you know what I mean? I don't really drink with anyone anymore. Ingredients: water, malted barley, glucose syrup, hops. Not suitable for those allergic or sensitive to sulfites. Blah 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 blah. Drink responsibly. So, a special brew created to celebrate Winston Churchill's visit to the brewery. I didn't know they sold opium in Carlsberg. Anyway, that's the stuff. 7.5%. It's been a long time. It's like me sort of meeting an old friend, I suppose. I didn't stop drinking it because it was like, you know, it was in a bad way and anything. It was just, I just took a break from it, like, you know what I mean? I thought, that's kind of lethal, but I'm really intrigued to see if it still tastes the same. And if it's got the same old kick, like, so I've got 2 bottles of this to sample tonight. And we're going to get on with it. Right, let's get it open. Anyone objects, you know what I mean? I tell you what YouTube should do? You know what YouTube should do? You know when people press the like button or the dislike button? The algorithm should have a thing in it so you can click on, like, who pressed the like button, who pressed the dislike button. You should be able to check out who presses the dislike, shouldn't you? Because I very rarely press dislike on people's videos, you know, guys. I've got to really proper, like, disagree with it, you know what I mean? And it's very rare that, you know, even videos I don't really like or support, I don't go around pressing the dislike button, you know what I mean? Right, it's got a mind of its own, it's coming out, it's oozing out, it's oozing out. I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it and get the taste before I've tasted it. So far so good though, not too bad. I suppose compared to some of them expensive beers I've been drinking, this is plonk. 99 pence in home bargain, right guys, so... Do you know what? I'm surprised at that. The foam, it tastes actually satisfying. 7.5%, reduced down from... It used to be 10, didn't it? Right, let's go. See if my Danish instincts value this drink. I don't know what's happened to the homebrew, by the way, guys. I went to shops today and I come back and it stopped bubbling all of a sudden, and I'm thinking, if someone sabotages my homebrew, I'll fucking kill them. But anyway, let's go, eh? It should be bubbling, I'm sure of it, like, but I don't know. Got paranoid psychosis, do you know what I mean? Okay, looks alright, looks fine. You see the bubbles going up there. Does look like a fine pubby lager, doesn't it? Aroma. Got that familiar smell, like. Very malty. Hold on. There's something there that I've never noticed before, like. I'll tell you what, I'm surprised how good it looks, to be honest. They used to say in the adverts, didn't they, Carlsberg, probably the best lager in the world. It smells not bad at all, you know. It's like treacle tart or something. Alright. Really Viking up LAR. Wow. They've got rid of the horrible bitter aftertaste. The treacle toffee, kind of dark toffee aftertaste, right? And it's more caramelly and smoother, and it's more like a sweet toffee. It's not like treacle toffee. So I was immediately surprised by the flavour, and I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely impressed, to be honest. You know, because I've been drinking some very nice German beers and stuff, and it's all been good, you know what I mean? And I expected to not really like the taste of this, but loved the kick, you know what I mean? What notes that? Let's have a look. It's a G, innit? Perfect G. So if you ever want to tune a guitar, like just, you know, blow into a Carlsberg bottle and just tune it from the G string. Good idea, don't it? Right, I'll tell you what, mate, I'm actually liking that. Let's go, let's keep going. You can see it's got like a nice ambery look about it. Caramelly, toffee, delicate. Not too much fizz, not too gassy. Wow, they've done a good job on that one. Because it was a bit too much, it was a bit overkill, the full strength special brew, it was like. But I used to love the kick, you know. 99p a bottle. That's not bad at all. There's not much going on in aftertaste or anything. I mean, they were supposed to have improved their export lager, weren't they? You know, like, all the Carlsberg drinks were all supposed to have been improved with new flavours and new recipes. And I haven't actually tried the export, I haven't tried it for a long, long time, and since they improved it, I still didn't have the curiosity to say, oh, go out, you know, the curiosity. Never had the curiosity to want to go out and try it, like, you know what I mean? I just thought, let sleeping dogs lie and move on to whatever's new in the world, isn't it? You know what I mean? Leave the past behind you, like, but because this was in bottles, I've never tried special brew in a bottle. You know, and I always prefer bottles to cans, guys. I don't know what it is, there's something about a glass bottle. It's better for me, I don't know why. So, yeah, it's caramelly, it's smooth. It doesn't taste like a German beer neither, it tastes like a Danish lager, I suppose, I don't know. I mean, you know, when I was like sipping the foam out the top of the bottle, because it was going to overflow, you know what I mean? I was thinking, oh, that's a smooth taste. That's not like a special brew. That's like way smoother than I was used to, like. But definitely an improvement. I think it'd make it more acceptable for women, I suppose. Yeah, it's like biscuity bitterness. creamy, toffee. I'm absolutely surprised and shocked. And the water's not bad neither. I can't see it being like, I don't know. As if they've really gone over the top for quality control there or what. It's a very pleasant surprise. Not bad at all. Here's the cum shot. Like a pub beer, isn't it, really, I suppose? Not bad at all. Not bad at all. What are we on? 16 minutes. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm very surprised, actually. I haven't got no Carlsberg glasses. Oh. Yeah, but we're worried about my brew. It stopped bubbling before. It was bubbling today. I don't know if it's supposed to stop bubbling. But I've got paranoid psychosis, me, right, guys. And I always have, like, suspicions that people have been in me flat and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And, you know, all kinds of thoughts racing me head, and that someone sabotaged me beer. And, you know, if I had to throw it down the drain, I wouldn't give a shit, you know what I mean? But if I find out anyone's been in here and done anything to it, I will kill them. I'll probably kill them, like. Because that's how much I love beer, like. Anyway. That's, so if you hear anyone dropping dead soon, guys, unexpectedly, you know it was me, don't you? Well, that looks good, that. That's absolutely surprising me, like. I'm not... I don't really drink, like, the sort of cheaper beers anymore, unless it's like, you know, this kind of thing, for old time's sake, give it a try. By the way, let's give it a time and date check. It's 21:21. 21:21, which is 21 minutes past 9 on the 9th, is it? Of April 2021. 2021. It was 21:21. The year 21. That's weird, isn't it, that, guys? That's kind of strange, that, isn't it? 21:21. It's just gone 22 now, 22 minutes past. By the way, Prince Philip died today. No love lost. I've got a bit of respect for people, you know what I mean? But, like, I don't give a shit about him. He didn't give a shit about me. What's the problem, guys? You know what I mean? You know. Just sort of, you know, declare that, like, you know what I mean? If I died tomorrow, I wouldn't expect them to give a shit about me. Not a problem, is it, like? You know, but, like, never really liked Prince William since he called the Chinese people slitty-eyed and that, like, you know what I mean? I thought he was a bit of a fascist or racialist, like. Because I like Chinese people, like. Anyway, this is not bad at all. Danish beer, for a person with Danish blood. I'm enjoying that. I thought I'd tell you a little story before I get off. What are we on? 19 minutes. Yeah, I just want to tell you about something that happened to me when I was a kid. When I was a wee toddler, like. And I should have had a phobia of insects or something, like, you know what I mean? But I haven't, so I'm actually... Let's put it this way, if I was, like, living in the woods and stuff, I'd eat the things if I had to, like, you know what I mean? I've got, like, this... like a shamanic thing, you know, like a shamanic kind of thing about insects and spiders and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And I remember when I was a kid, when I was about, I don't know, about 5 years old or something, 4 maybe, I was a toddler, like, you know what I mean? I was only little, like. And this is a real, think about this for a nightmare, you know, as a kid, like. And we were all like, you know, when you're playing on the ground, like, and, you know, it was over the road from where we lived, and the next door neighbours and all the other lads were all out and that, like, you know what I mean? And one of the lads, he was like the next door neighbour, and he was a couple of years older than me or whatever, like. And we were all round this corner, and it was like fascinated by thousands of ants, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when there's like thousands of ants coming out the ground, flying ants, winged ants, the usual ants, you know what I mean? All these creepy little ants all creeping around, like, you know what I mean? And I was just like looking at them, fascinated. I was only a little, you know, little lad, like, you know what I mean? Like, and I had kind of like long blonde hair at the time, you know what I mean? Sort of, you know, sort of kind of longish, like. I never had a skinhead when I was a kid. I've had a skinhead, obviously you might have seen all the videos of me with, you know, I don't mind shaving my head, you know what I mean? But like, I don't want to be associated with skinheads, you know what I mean? I don't want people to think, if I shave my head, I don't want people to think I'm anything to do with skinheads, because I think they're bell ends, you know what I mean? But having a shaved head is brilliant, you know what I mean? It's probably the best, like, sort of, you know. But anyway, you know, you heard that on the record, like, I think skinheads are absolute pricks, you know what I mean? But, you know, because they're racialist and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if you've seen Romper Stomper and movies like that. It's like, they make me blood boil, to be honest, like. Because I like Asians, you know what I mean? I've got no, you know. But anyway, I think they were created by the Nazis, skinheads, to do people's heads in and sabotage the country and that, like, you know what I mean? Any skinheads mess with me, like, you know what I mean? I'll smash their heads in, basically, like. But anyway, I had kind of long hair when I was a kid. I'll tell you what, it's creamy and nice and smooth and creamy and nice. I'm surprised. My word, they've surprised me. They've actually surprised me. It's better, it's definitely better, you know what I mean? It's a better flavour, less alcohol. So that's a good thing, innit, lads? But anyway, we were staring at all these ants on the floor. I was like buzzing, I was like, whoa, look at all these ants. They were all just coming out the ground, thousands of them, you know what I mean? I know they'd all mixed with the wings and everything, like the winged ants and everything, like. Next thing, the lad who lives next door, we'll just call him Owen Jr., eh? You know what I mean? Not to be mixed up with Owen Senior. He's called Owen Jr., right? This lad Owen, like, he picks up a handful of ants like that, you know what I mean? For no reason. I'd never had any arguments with him, I'd never had any fights with him, I'd never had any hatred towards him, nothing like that. You know what I mean? If he wanted to be a prick, that was up to him, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? He did grow up, he did end up being a prick as he got older. I won't go into that, you know what I mean? But let's just say he became a prick, like, anyway. But anyway, he picks up this bloody handful of ants, right? I remember, I'm only a kid. I'm only tiny, like. He picks up this handful of ants, right? And he steps back and he creeps behind me. You know what I mean? I didn't know what he was doing, because you don't expect to just sitting there, like, still fascinated, go, wow, look at all these ants, man. And then he just goes whoosh on the top of my head. He just throws them all on the top of my head, mate. Whole fucking handful of ants all over my head. And I just remember seeing all these ants going like over my head and down my shoulders and everything, and just screaming in panic, you know what I mean? I actually went, ah! Do you know what I mean? I actually shit myself, obviously, you know what I mean? And I stood up, like, you know what I mean? I was like, ah! And they were going in my ears and everything, man, you know what I mean? There was like thousands of them, like, on my head. Because of that fucking Owen Jr. prick. And I ran home, like, I ran home to the house, like, you know what I mean? I ran into my mum, like, I was like, ah! My mum was like, what's going on? What's going on? She was like, she was pulling them out one by one out of my head, you know what I mean? Like, pulling them out my ears and everything, and she had to take your t-shirt off, take your t-shirt off. And they were all over my shoulders and everything, you know what I mean? Like, thousands of little bastards all over me, you know what I mean? And she eventually got them all off me and everything, and she went next door and she's like, you tell him what the fuck was he playing at, you know what I mean? Because he was a bit of a prick for doing that, wasn't he, you know what I'm saying, like? And I'll never know why he did it. I don't know why he did it, but he did end up a complete bellend as he got older, like, let's put it that way, like, you know what I mean? Let's, like, you know, let's not forget that, like. He was in the newspapers and everything, so no one could miss it, like, everyone was in the local newspapers and everything, being a prick, like. You know, as he got older, like, you know what I mean? I won't say what it's about, like, because I don't kick below the belt, you know what I mean? But it wasn't nice what he got done for, like. So anyway, I should have had a phobia of insects, shouldn't I? And I haven't. I actually, if I was in the wild, I'd eat them and everything, you know what I mean? I'm kind of mad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't like them, you know, like, I love wasps. And bees, and I hate flies. I hate Beelzebub, you know, the fly. But really, I should have a phobia against ants, shouldn't I? And I never really got it, like, you know what I mean? But man, what a horrible thing for a kid to go through, eh? Because of Owen Jr. being a total prick. Pardon me French, guys, I can't help it, like, I'm in a bit of one of them moods, like, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what though, I'm enjoying this. Owen, Bruce loads of money. Now that's smooth, it's fresh, I wouldn't call it crisp. It surprised me, I'm really surprised. There you go. And it's a bog standard lager, isn't it really, Carlsberg? You know, like I say, I hate that word. I can't stand that word anymore because of that look. And when anyone goes, I'm special, I'm special, I'm special, I say, what, you know what I mean? Fucking hate it. CIA, you know what I mean? Can't stand that word anymore. Sacred, now there's a word. Well, yeah, Carlsberg, hats off, I actually enjoy that. I'm trying to think, it doesn't remind me of any other beers. It's got a bready thing going on. It's quite tame, it's not like the usual stuff, like. It's as though, like, they've added a bit of, like, oh, well, I don't know what they've done to it, man, but I like it, like. Wow, definitely smoother, definitely tastier. It was revolting, wasn't it? The flavour, like. But the kick was woof. I don't think it's got that anymore, you know what I mean? The kick. That's another thing that happened to me when I was a kid, guys. You know, when I was a kid, I want 27 minutes to do it dead fast, like sitting by a fire. Like, you know, sitting around the fire, you know, when we were kids and we used to like light fires and that, like. And there's two lads who I know, like, they're both, I sort of know both of them, you know what I mean? And one of them was throwing stones at me, right? And you know, when you crouched on the floor, you know, you crouch like on with your knees bent by the fire, like, just put wood in the fire, you know, the way we used to do it, like, you know what I mean? And one of the lads is throwing stones at me. And the other lad keeps laughing about it, going, ha ha ha, you know, like both of them were picking on me kind of thing, you know what I mean? Acting like a pair of pricks, like. And every time he threw a stone at me, I said, oh, stop it, man. And he goes, I never did nothing. I went, you did, you just threw a stone at me? And he goes, no, I never. And then he threw another stone, and I go, oh, man, stop it, man, you know what I mean? Because I was thinking, what the fuck are they thinking, you know what I mean? These dickheads, man. And eventually he throws another stone at me, and I went, stop it, man. And he goes, hey, you, I didn't throw a stone at you, and if you say that to me again, I'll come over there and I'll kick your fucking head in. And you think he's just joking, you know, because, like, nothing's going on, we're not actually arguing or nothing, like. Right, he throws another stone at me, right. I went, stop it, man. Thinking he'd just, like, you know, say something. He gets off the ground, walks right up towards me and just hoofs me. I mean, like, you know, a kick with his toe, with a pair of boots on or whatever, trainees or whatever. Just boots me right in the side of the jaw, man, you know what I mean? And I had a little bit of a fucking spasm and a tantrum, like a warp spasm or something. I don't know what happened afterwards, like, but... Oh, man, you know, he was, you know... And eventually I had a fight with him years later, well, a bit later on, you know, because I was weary of what a knobhead he was. I actually had a fight with him and I was boxing him and punching his head, and mate, he was like a fucking wimp, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to get off. Just wanted to talk about those things for some reason. I don't know what's going on, like, but it's like I've got business to attend to or something in it. But Carlsberg Special Brew, I like it. and I'd probably buy it again, definitely. I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect it. Well, we're on 30 minutes, so I better get off. I'll give it an 8 out of 10, because it's not mind-blowing, but it's nice. 8 out of 10, Carlsberg Special Brew, Sacred Brew, whatever you want to call it. Fucking hate the word special. Thanks for watching, sorry about the swearing, it's just one of them days. Check it out, it tastes better than it used to. See you later.